19 months and counting. Today I'll share the story of this 10-gallon aquascape and its inhabitants. I set up this aquascape in the summer of 2021. Since then, it's thriving and absolutely providing a splendid environment for its inhabitants. The aquascape is mostly dominated by epiphyte plants and equipped with pressurized CO2 injection. When we talk about epiphyte plants, we simply refer to plants like anubias, bouquet-philandra, fern, and moss. Today, we will discuss how this aquascape matured over time and how its inhabitants are doing. But before we start making a video, let's first prepare this aquascape for a splendid video session. A short and quick videography of aquascape also requires certain maintenance efforts. Before we start, I normally like to get rid of the snails from the glass panel, which results in an uninterrupted view of the tank, followed by topping up the tank with water and a quick cleanup of the front glass panel. The tank over the years hasn't changed much. The aquascape remained the same, and of course, with the help of pressurized CO2 injection, the plants grew astonishingly. These gave lots of hiding places for the fish to feel secure. Initially, I added 8 wild-caught unknown Hyphaeobricon species of fish in this tank. They were pretty small when I bought them. Surprisingly, they had been sold to me as Pristilla maxillaris, which definitely they are not. These wild-caught fish were most likely bycatch. The word bycatch is normally used for the fish which are caught unintentionally and don't possess significant financial value. Most likely, these fish had been caught from Orinoco River Basin and shipped to the fish store with a misleading label. Neither the shipper nor the store owner bothered to identify the actual species. Later, they grew, and it seems to me I have 5 Hyphaeobricon swagelsii and 3 Hyphaeobricon rosaceae. Even though these fish spent nearly 19 months in this tank, they are still very timid. I hardly get to see them in the open water. They always prefer to hide among the plant's cover. Now this behavior is pretty common for fish which are newly added to an aquarium. But these fish had spent over 19 months and still they don't feel comfortable to come out in the open. This is the growing pain of keeping wild-caught fish. I had a hard time feeding them as well. It's not like they are finicky eaters, but they won't eat if anyone is around or near the tank. I normally feed them when the tank lights are off. I had to stay clear of the tank during their feeding. I drop the food and stand at least 10 feet away from the tank to watch them feeding. You might be thinking it's due to the ambient where the tank is placed, which is scaring the little fish. But in actuality, it is not. I have two other tanks placed at the same location and I never had this issue with them. It's not like the fish are not doing well. They grew a lot and displayed their full color. But somehow they remained very timid and shy. Later, I added few pencil fish or Nanostromus beckfordi in the same tank. I thought this will make the wild-caught fish feel safe and entice them to come in open water more frequently. But to my surprise, it didn't work. Most of the time, when I look at this tank, it looks barren and empty. I might have to either accept this reality or get rid of the fish and do a complete rescape of this aquarium. Please let me know what you feel will be the best. I'll wait for your answer, suggestion and expert opinions.